It was a great night at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for Heung-min Son, a brace from him as Spurs beat Frankfurt 3-2 and Spurs are now top of Group D. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. This is another edition of Spurs in the Media, where I'll be going through all of today's newspapers and looking at all of the player ratings from the game at Tottenham Hotspur 3, Frankfurt 2 in the Champions League. We are now top of Group D. So first up, let's talk about Tottenham Hotspur's starting 11. Antonio Conte went back to a 3-4-3 formation. Hugo Lloris in goal, the back three of Romero, Dyer and Lenglet. The wing-backs, Emerson Royal and Ryan Sessegnon. In the centre of midfield, Bentancur and Højbjerg. And then the forward three of Richarlison, Kane and Son. The subs, Doherty, Skip, Sanchez, Hill, Perisic, Forster, Spence, Mora, Sarr, Davis, Basuma and White. Antonio Conte made 5 changes in the game. In the 67th minute, a double sub, Basuma and Skip coming on for Bentancur and Richarlison. And then in the 78th minute, Sanchez coming on for Dyer. In the 85th minute, Bryan Hill coming on for Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. And then just a minute later, Lucas Moura coming on for Heung-min Son. Frankfurt went 1-0 up in the game after just 14 minutes. 6 minutes later, Heung-min Son equalised for Spurs. And then Harry Kane put Tottenham Hotspur 2-1 up from the penalty spot after 28 minutes. Spurs increased their lead after 36 minutes through Heung-min Son again. This time a wonder goal on the volley with his left foot. Frankfurt had a player sent off in the 59th minute. Frankfurt then pulled a goal back in the 87th minute, making it 3-2. And Harry Kane had the chance to make it 4-2 to Spurs from the penalty spot in the 92nd minute, but blasted it over the bar. Now, the match stats, Tottenham Hotspur had 51% possession to Frankfurt's 49%. Shots on target, Spurs had 8 to Frankfurt's 6. Shots off target, Spurs had 2 to Frankfurt's 3. Total passes, we had 494 to Frankfurt's 460. Corners, we had 5 to Frankfurt's 4. Offside, 3 Spurs, Frankfurt 0. Fouls, 13 Spurs, 15 Frankfurt. At the same time that Spurs beat Frankfurt 3-2 in the Champions League group stage game in Group D, Sporting lost 2-0 at home against Marseille. Spurs are now top of Group D. As I've said, we have now played 4 games. We have won 2, we have drawn 1, we have lost 1. We have a goal difference of +1. We have 7 points. Marseille are in second place with 6 points from 4 matches. Sporting also have 6 points from 4 matches. They are in third. And Frankfurt are bottom of the group currently with 4 points from 4 matches. After the game, in his press conference, Tottenham Hotspur head coach Antonio Conte said he was a bit scared when Harry Kane missed a penalty at the end and feared that Spurs would blow a 2-goal lead.
The negative aspect, the final part. The final part was has to be a big teachment for everybody, for me, for the players. That the game finished when the referee whistled for 3 times. I think in the last part of the game, everybody considered the game ended, and for this reason, we made a big mistake. And you consider corner, they score. Then also we had the opportunity to score for penalty. We missed the penalty, and when we missed the penalty, honestly, I was a bit scared because I thought, and everything can happen now. Yeah, but at the end, I repeat, we are talking about a really good performance, but the final part, for sure, we have to take a big teachment, everybody. Yeah.
So let's go through today's newspapers. We're going to start with the Daily Mirror. The main heading reads, "Simply sensational, double delight for Spurs star, but nervy finale after rare Kane penalty miss." It then goes on to say, "So what if no one can match Erling Haaland right now? No two can produce anything like what Harry Kane and Heung-min Son can do when they are in this sort of mood." Now, the player ratings from the Daily Mirror today: Hugo Lloris a 7, Romero a 6, Dyer a 5, Lenglet a 7, Emerson Royale a 5, Bentancur a 7, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg a 7, Sessegnon a 7, Heung-min Son star man 9 out of 10, Harry Kane an 8, Richarlison a 7. They have given subs Basuma a 6 and Skip a 6. Now for a report from the Daily Express, it says here 50 shades of greatness from Harry and Son. It also shows this picture of Heung-min Son's volley, of course his second goal and Tottenham's third. It says magical moment, Son with a volley on his weaker foot for the goal of the match last night. Now for a report from the Daily Mail today, and it says here Spurs sit pretty as Son hits stunner. Tottenham top group after flooring Frankfurt. It then has some details about Heung-min Son's second goal and Tottenham's third goal. It says volley, good show. Shot distance 11 yards. Time from boot to goal 0.41 seconds. Speed of shot 55 miles per hour. Also in the report from the Daily Mail today, it says what Spurs now need to do. 1 win at home to Sporting Lisbon in 2 weeks or away to Marseille in the final group match, and Spurs are through. The player ratings today from the Daily Mail: they have given Hugo Lloris a 6.5, Romero a 6, Dyer a 5.5, Lenglet a 6, Emerson a 6, Bentancur a 7, Højbjerg a 7.5, Sessegnon a 6, Richarlison a 6.5, Harry Kane a 7.5, Heung-min Son star man 8 out of 10. Now for a report from the Times newspaper, it says here Son and Spurs ride wave of emotion. Tottenham Hotspur took a big step towards qualifying for the Champions League knockout stage and rediscovered some of the magic that has been missing from their attack in recent weeks. The player ratings from the Times newspaper today: they have given Hugo Lloris a 6, Romero a 6, Dyer a 5, Lenglet a 6. They have given Emerson Royale a 7. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg an 8, Bentancur a 7, Sessegnon a 7, Richarlison 7, Kane an 8, and Heung-min Son an 8. Now for a report from the Sun newspaper today, it says picture Spurfict. Son back on track with glorious volley and camera celebration. Tottenham fans have not seen enough of Heung-min Son's trademark camera pose celebration this season for their liking, but last night the South Korean was picture perfect against Frankfurt. The Sun newspaper have printed some stats here. It says Tottenham have won 10 of their last 12 home games in the group stage of the Champions League, including the last 4. And Harry Kane and Heung-min Son have assisted one another to score 50 times for Spurs in all competitions. 43 in the Premier League, 2 in the Champions League, 2 in the FA Cup, 2 in the Europa League and 1 in the Conference League. Now for a report from the Daily Star today, it says Son is so blinding and Kane proves perfect partner again. Now the player ratings from the Daily Star today: Hugo Lloris a 7, Romero a 6, Dyer a 5, Lenglet a 7, Royale a 5, Bentancur a 7, Højbjerg a 7, Sessegnon a 7, Heung-min Son star man 9 out of 10, Harry Kane an 8, Richarlison a 7. Now for a report from today's Daily Telegraph, this wonderful picture of Heung-min Son's volley. The main heading says Harry Kane hit and miss as Spurs battle to top. It then goes on to say it was the sound that most clearly stood out, even inside a stadium crammed with more than 60,000 people. Thud. Heung-min Son's perfectly timed volley had followed several seconds of expectant silence as Pierre-Emile Højbjerg's cross hung invitingly in the air. Completely unmarked, Heung-min Son then even had time to adjust his feet before delivering what might just be the sweetest left-footed finish of his entire career. The player ratings today from the Daily Telegraph: Hugo Lloris a 7, Lenglet a 6, Dyer a 5, Romero a 6, Emerson a 7, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg a 6. Only a 6. I think that is very harsh. I thought Pierre-Emile Højbjerg last night was absolutely sensational for us. Bentancur a 6, Sessegnon a 6, Richarlison a 7, Harry Kane a 7, Heung-min Son an 8. Now, if you're watching on YouTube, thanks so much for watching. If you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button, like and share. If you're listening to this on an audio platform, please do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. And I will see you on the next one. Until then, come on you Spurs.